we'll start now and start from 8:30, but just start it to check. Okay, hello all. Hello all, we'll start in a minute, and before that let me give some attendance. Let me write the thing. Attendance will be given at the end, and the main thing is that what we are going to do today we are going to do a fairly complex app with Next.js and Firebase, and it will take a bit of time. Okay, it will take a bit of time, so we'll start exactly at 8:30. Yeah, 8:30 is done, so we will start now, because or else we will not be able to complete it, and I don't want to go beyond 1 hour and all. So let me share my screen. Yeah, hope you all able to see my screen, and we'll quickly start. Okay, so let us start. Let us use the command npx create react npx create next app. So this is another kind of command, npx create next app. I'm giving, I'm pressing enter. If I don't give the name, it will ask me to give the name, and this time what we are going to do, it's a notepad clone. Notepad clone we are going to do. Notepad kind of a clone we are going to do. Okay, so this is the, and it will install, and Next.js doesn't take so much time, so we will be done in a very less time. Okay, so that is there, and okay, so Next.js is very fast in this. React is very slow in creating the app generally. Okay, cd notepad clone, and I'll open it with VS Code. Open it with VS Code, and yeah, a bit. Okay, and as always npm run dev I have to do. Np, not np, it is npm run dev. Npm run dev I have done, and the code will go as always. Our app will start from where are pages, and index.js it will start, and we are going to as always delete all the things here, and if it is done, okay, it is done. Localhost 3000. Yeah, so it is showing like this, whatever it shows. So now let's get started, and here, okay, so here let me give it a notepad clone, and content also like the same notepad clone. Okay, then this all we are going to delete title and all, okay, footer, okay, let it be there till now, and footer also I will delete. Footer also I deleted, so this is done. So when I save it, nothing will be shown because nothing is there. So okay, okay, and home.js, let me, home.js is there, but all of our styles is there, which we are going to create in another file. Okay, all of them, we are not going to create a lot of files here for style. All of the styles will be in some other files only, and this is like we are not going to touch it a bit. Okay, later on maybe. Okay, okay, so this is there, and let us now start our app. Okay, so first thing is that what we are going to install, we are going to install Firebase in our app. So Firebase is sorry, I have not got the certificate. Who's asking for a certificate right now? It's a 5-day certification course. Today is the day number 5, and you'll get a certification tomorrow. No, every day I don't give certification on this weekday courses. Okay, so it's not a everyday certification, it's a 5-day certification course, and you attend on 5 days, then only you get the certification. Okay, so that is there, and we are going to install Firebase. So for that we are going to go back here. Maybe I can do it from here only command J, control J, whatever you do, and then here, okay, I don't want it so big. npm Firebase is there, and okay, so that is there. And so Firebase is installed, npm Firebase. Every time you have to install this Firebase like this, and this is where we are going to store our database and all. So inside this inside this Firebase is installed, and we have to do some installation on the Firebase site also. So inside this main and all, we'll have another div. Okay, so div, and it will be inside this div. I'll be having a styles dot container. Okay. Where is the class name? Class name equal to styles dot container, and let us have two more class names. One will be style dot left and one will be style dot right. See, all the nodes will be shown here, and when you click on it, the whole of the node will be there. So one will be left, one will be right. Okay, so that is there, and okay. So index, we are not going to even going to use this home module anyway. So we're going to create a common thing, or maybe we can use it in, we can rename it. Okay, rename it to, okay, let us create something new only. It is notepad dot module dot css, notepad dot module dot css I'll do. And this notepad dot module dot css only, I'm going to use it here. Notepad dot module dot css. So this is done, and save it. It will not give me any error, but left and right will be there. So now we will arrange our all of this application this as a container. So main is there, but we will have this container. So this container is display flex, and some, and left I have given. Okay, left I have given like this, but it is better to have this as a, instead of the margin, I am thinking that gap is much better. Gap is something which is there, and instead of this width, I will have this as a flex of 1, and the right as flex of 4. So that will be much better. Okay, padding of 10px and dot right and flex of 4. So flex of 4 will take 4 empty space, and flex of 1 will take 1 empty. So and padding of 10 pieces is there. Save it. So see, it will take the four spaces. Okay, so it is like this, and now we will have this container. Now we will inside this. So there is another way to do. So inside this pages folder, we can create a component folder inside this pages folder also. So it is quite possible. Components here also we can create. So component, I also keep on learning some new thing, and it will contain all of our components. So it is like that. So the first thing component which I'm going to have is called the node operations.js. So all the node operations will be there, and this again, let us do something, or else it will show an error. RAFCE is there. Save it. Now let us import it here. This inside this left, instead of showing this left, I will show this node operations like this. It will be shown. So it will be shown like this, node operations. Okay. So after this, okay. Okay, so inside this node operation, I will have first thing which I'm going to have is this. Okay, we'll have a another here, and so I'm having another fragment here for a reason. So we're going to divide it because on click is like on click, or else we don't need this. It is way too much. Okay, so this button is the on click equal to, there will be a input toggle, and there will be a class name also, class name equal to, and styles dot button, and will contain the text, add a new note will be there, and let us have this input toggle. Okay, const input toggle equal to, and for now it will be empty. Oh, thank God someone told this thing. I was not even sharing. I was sharing or what? But I was sharing. Suddenly what happened? Okay, maybe I clicked on that. Okay, are you able to see my screen now? And so I'm not able to share the screen. Uh-huh. What is happening? Yeah, you're right. I'm also not able to share my screen. Suddenly, sharing was there, but what happened suddenly? I'm not getting. 1 second. Okay. Okay. Are you all able to see now? Okay, I don't know suddenly what happened. But I'm not able to share after this more option. refresh but not working, refresh but not working. Okay, so maybe I have to, okay, okay, what I'm going to do, okay, one sec. Okay, now I am able to share. Okay, that is good. I just restarted. So okay, I'm able to able to show the screen now. So that issue is resolved. Thank. Okay, 1 sec. Okay. Okay, so we will start. 1 sec. I will start now. 1 second. Let me do a bit of setup, and we'll start because I'm able to share the screen now. So these things happens. Okay, so you're all able to see my screen now. So we'll start now. Okay, and sorry for this and all. And this is how it was running. And where were we? Okay, we were here, and we had another. Okay, I will add another Chrome here. Thank you all for being patient. So localhost 3000, I'll do. Okay, so yeah, so this is where we were, and it is showing like this a bit of I didn't save this thing. So node operations, add a new node, a button I have just created. So this button is there. Okay, so after this what we need to do, sec. Okay. So yeah, so this button need to be styled and all. So this button we have done. So let us style this button, and so button will be styled, so it should be looking good. So class of button is there. Why it is I am doing like styles? Okay, I have not even imported it, so we have to import it like this. So everything will be from here only. So it will be like not a style sheet, it will be styles like this. Save it. Fail to compile. Note operation was declared at here. Then what happened? Not note operation. Okay, I'm not even using this notepad module. Okay, not note operation I have to use. I have to use the, here also I have to use import styles from dot styles and notepad module.css. Okay, this I have to do, and here import styles from not dot dot. There would be two dot dot here. Okay, so there will be two dot dot because it is one level nested more. So this should be there like this, and what it is giving me error now, styles. Okay, duplicate binding, in index, duplicate binding. Okay, duplicate binding. Okay, now it is coming. So this is how the button will look like. Add a new node, it will be looking like this. Okay, so that is there, and the button is showing nice, and the right side I will have all those things. Okay, so our output, it is shown right now. It's okay. On. So we have a Roberto font also. So let us import a Google font as for this. Yeah, Manish, definitely connect with me on LinkedIn. Maybe I'll give at the end. Maybe I'll give at the end the LinkedIn thing. Okay, so that is there. And now let us create a text field here. So that text field will be there, and in that we are going to do everything. So let us create that text field after this. And okay, so text field, and so after this we are going to have a text field. So again, but this text field we are soon going to make it invisible. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a fragment for now. I'm going to later on change it, so we can have multiple. Okay, it is giving me error because I have multiple fragment. Okay, later on I'm going to do it. So I'm going to have a text field here, and it will be input type text is okay, and class name is equal to styles dot input. So all the cases, all the everything like react, this everything will be like that only. Placeholder will be placeholder equal to enter the title will be there, and now we'll have this use okay, so this node title will come from definitely a use state. So let us have that use state thing. So let us have that use state. A lot of things I need to return use state, and let me import this use state. Everything is like react and all. So use state is there. So like react, it will be after this, it will be value equal to node title, and then on change, there has to be on change handler, because in react it works like this on change handler will be there, which will be a control input. As in react, we tell it as control input. You can see this means how we will do this in react, and this it will set node title is equal to e dot target dot value. E dot target dot value is there, and save it, and e dot target dot value we have done now. Okay, so that is done, and now let us have a button also. So this button, there will be save button also there, and we are going to later do it again. So save button is also there, and command C format selection. So on change, we just change, it will do this, and this save button will be there on change. Okay, so this will again throw me error unless I make it. So const, we're going to do it later on. Save node equal to like this. I'll have to make this empty, and this save button, and what is the other thing, input. Save button and input. Okay, save button and input, let us have that thing, save button and input. Let us have, save it. So all of this thing, enter a title and a save node. This has been done, this has been shown like this, and it is looking quite good. And now, okay, Okay, so this button is there. In this button we have something like input toggle. Okay, so input toggle, when we click this button like add a node, add a new node, then only this title and the save node will be shown. So this input toggle, you need to toggle this thing. So what we are going to do, we are going to have another use state here. So const is input visible, comma set input visible equal to use state of false. Use state of false is there. Okay, like this is there. And then here in the input toggle, we just will have to change it. So we'll do this set input visible is equal to opposite of this. So opposite of this we have done. Now what we are going to do, we are going to wrap this all. So this input and button, we are going to wrap it in. So this is how in React we do. So is input visible is there, it is true. So there are two ways to do this. Either I think this is a much better way, and is there, because in the or I have to show nothing. So and I will do, and then like this I have to do, and this both this input and button will become inside it. Okay, okay, input and button will have this inside, but it will give me error. Why it will give me error? It is going to give me error because it needs a fragment, because it's a different thing. So it needs a fragment. Whenever it gives this kind of error, most of the time it is because of the because it is different, and I have to bring it inside it, and the error will be gone. But it is looking very bad, so again I have to do Command Shift P, format selection, and now it is okay. Okay, it is okay. Okay, so this will be look like this. Okay, so it will not show by default, but the moment I click it, it will be shown. I click it, it will be shown. This is like this. Okay, so this we can do it with and also, and we can do it with ternary operator also. Okay, so this title and all is done. Now we are going to go to Firebase. So because a lot of things have been created, now it's time to go to Firebase and create this. Okay, firebase.console.google.com we are going to do, and this go to console. I have a lot of Firebase projects. So go to console, add a project. This will be named as notepad clone and next.js. Notepad clone next.js. It will be I don't want this, so I'll do like this, and then let it create it. Okay, so and we need Firestore also for this, because we're going to save the data in Firestore. So let us do this. And the thing is, even before Firestore, we need those APK and all those things. Okay, so we should do this project setting. I should come down here, and here I have to give it some name. Most probably this the best name is this thing, or Notepad next.js. Like this is the best name. So I'll give this. I don't need Firebase hosting, so I'll do it like this, a register app. So after this, okay, we need this thing, but we copy it from a different place. Okay, I will go to console, and go to console I'll do, and we can copy it from here also. Okay, so this is where we are going to copy it. Okay, so now we have to create a Firebase config file. So where do we create this Firebase config file? So in the central location, I'll come here, and in the root directory I'll create a Firebase config. And I work a lot with Firebase, because Firebase, it is so much you don't need a mun on other things, which we have done yesterday. So this is like this Firebase. No, I should write like Firebase config.js. I'm going to do, and see, now I have to copy this thing here. So I'll copy this thing here. So it is not like that you cannot expose this thing. These things can be easily exposed. Firebase is made in a way that you can expose these things also. It doesn't matter in Firebase. Okay, it is different than other apps in which the APK is very important. No, you can easily expose it on YouTube also. So that is like this, and initialize app from Firebase app is there. Now I am going to move these things and initialize Firebase is there. It's okay. So app I'm initializing like this, but I want the database also. And Firebase has got to a lot of changes. Firebase 8 to 9 has got to a lot of changes. A lot of my apps are broken because of that. But then also, okay. So let us do it. And now import and get Firestore, get Firestore from Firebase Firestore. I'm going to do, and here export const database equal to get Firebase. So a lot of changes have happened in Firebase world. Okay, because of the Firebase 9, they try to make it easy, but there are a lot of bugs were there. A lot of bugs were there. Okay, so that is there, and I also face some more unique issues. Okay, because of this M1, I face more issues. Okay, so MacBook M1, it has got means ARM processors there, so you will get anyways more issues. So in the node operations only, I'm going to we have this Firebase config, so we are going to get this config first. So let us do that, and app and database both. So we are doing this named export, so we have to do it. Okay, Firebase app thing. I think I have done. Oh, it is okay. Is it giving error? No. Okay. So now the other thing is that here a lot of new things have come in the Firebase store. So those things we can use easily. Like there is something like this collect. We can directly get the data and all here. So save it. And I don't need the app actually. I need the database only. Database and this collection and add message. So direct nowadays the methods have all changed, so we can directly now get all this in collection, add docs and all this things. So those who've done the old kind of Firebase 8, which I have also done a lot of things have changed. Okay, so this is not in just in NextJS, this is in React also, it is there. Okay, so after this we'll have a okay, so okay, we need to have a DB instance also. So where are we going to have const DB instance equals to collection database, and we are going to make something as nodes. So this is by the name, it will be created there. So this nodes I have done there, and after that let us the save button already we have, the save button we have done. Okay, so now this save button will have some things. So save note, when is the save note is coming, so the moment I give some title and write the save note, then a different way will be done. So let us do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, okay, so one more thing I need here. So not only the title, I'm going to save the other text also here. Okay, so let us do that also, then we are going to do it there. Okay, so that will be a text area because I want to have a post in that. So let us have the text area in that. So after this input, I will have this text area, like this text area will be there, and this text area again, it will require some styles dot text area is there, and text description is there. So let us have the text description here. Okay, text description we are going to have here, and rest of the things are okay because it is this set note, the text and all are there, and enter a post, and all these things are there. Only the thing is that I have to make some styles also for this text area. So let us me do that also. Text area, this Firebase config we don't need anymore. So this text area will also have some styles. Okay, let's see whether this, yeah, text area is also coming fine. So this text area is been done. Now in the save node, this save node, what we are going to have, so this add doc, see this add doc is how easy it is in Firebase in comparison to Merge. So this add doc is there. In the add doc, I just have to first give the DB instance. whatever div instance you're taken, like the collection nodes, and then node title will be sent as node title. I could have done a destructured thing here, and then there will be the then also can have. In the then, what I can have this like set nodes, and I can have this like I will not have this like set title and set description. I will make it blank, or else what happens, it keeps on remaining there. Okay, so this is done, and I'm not getting an error, so it means it is working, no error are there. So let us go ahead and see that whether it is really working or not, because the save node will be make it a bit smaller. Save node will be called the moment I hit the save button, and then this will be called, and it should be saved in the database. Okay, so okay, I think I have to do some more changes. Okay, file store database, did I did that? I think we have to do this also, or else it will not allow us to create. So this create database I'll do, start in test mode I have to do, and enable I have to do. Okay, only this much you have to do, because I think everything will be created by its own. So this is something which we have to do. Okay, so that is done. Let that be done. Saving a lot of time, because without it won't allow us to save. This cloud firestore works like this, this initial setup. Okay, so this collection all I'm not going to make. So I'll go here, and I will do something like JS or next.js basics. Okay, okay, next.js basics, and I will click on this save node, and see it is gone. It is gone means it have come till here, that's why it is gone. Then I'll come here, then I'll refresh it, and see it has been created. This notes I've done, this notes has been created, and see it is created exactly fine. So this is how easy it is to store in the database. You don't need any complicated language like Node.js or Next.js. All those things are not required. So this is done, and description also we have sent, description also we have saved. So that is the description will be done. Okay, okay. So now what we need to do, now we need to read the data from the database. Okay, so next.js I've done. Let us add something more also. So Java script basics, let's learn Java script basics is there, and I will again click on the save node, and see it takes a bit of 1 second now. So let me refresh it, and anyways actually it was already done. So this is the next.js basics, and this is javascript basics, so both of them are done. So now what we need to do, we need to read this data, and we need to show this data. So for that we have already have this get docs we already have. So we will create a get notes function. Okay, so get notes function we need to create, and this get notes we have to call. Okay, so let us do that. Okay, and for this get notes we have to, because we generally get an array of objects from Firebase. So this is an array of object which we are going to get. We are going to get an object which is like this. So we are going to get this array of object we are going to get, and we are going to have the use effect to call this get nodes. So a use effect will be there. With this we are going to call the get nodes, and it is running in the component did mount way. So component did mount way it is running, because it has got this empty array. So this get nodes will be called. So now let us have this get nodes. So const get nodes equal to like this, and now get docs and db instance. and then dot, then we have to do, and it doesn't do like this, means directly. So we are going to have a data, maybe data is a good name, and then get rid of that error. So inside this data, I'll have this data.docs.map. So data .docs.map we have to do set nodes. Data is not what data contains nothing. Data we have to map. We get a data in a different way. So we have to change that data also. So data dot, or else let us do one thing. Console.log of data. Let us do this and let us see whether we are getting this data or not, because it is going to get loaded whenever the use effect is called, whenever this component will be mounted, which means at the starting. Okay, but yeah, node operations 33. Yeah, it is coming. Something is coming, and it doesn't comes like very well kind of a data. It doesn't come, and it has got this. But see, it has got somewhere here only in this docs, inside this docs and all, it has got. See, inside the docs I have an array, and this is the data actually. So it is not that much easy to get it inside this. The data comes. Okay, so this we have to map through this data, and then only we can show it. Okay, so map through this data and show it. So data dot, this data is there, and then okay, data dot docs dot map, and then item again, because I'm mapping through it, then I have to do that item again. So item again I have done. Okay, then it is like this. I'm returning a object item dot data comma id is item dot id. So this is a bit of complicated kind of thing which is getting returned from here, and return, it is giving me error because I need to have another object kind of thing here, and dot dot, it is not dot dot, it is dot dot dot, because it's a spread op, it is a rest spread operator. Yeah, it's a spread operator. So I'm going to have it like this. Then also it is giving me error sometimes. All this way too many brackets are there. Okay, okay, so it is already wasting a lot of time. Okay, so this is whatever it is coming, we are going to set it in the set node. So again, wasting a lot of time. Okay, because a lot of brackets are there. Okay, so this is there. It is like this set nodes array dot docs dot map, and then I'm going to return it like this. So if I save it, see, if I'm not doing console.log, but I can do console.log like this, save it, and let me refresh it. See, now it is coming as a proper thing. So this is how it, a bit of complicated code is there, but you can get it, means how it comes. Okay, so now we have to just set it to this set nodes array. Okay, set nodes array. If you set it to set nodes array, it will come in our nodes array. It will come. So in the nodes array it will come. Then we have to just map through it and show it. Okay, so mapping through it and showing it is the only thing which is remaining after this. So where are we going to show it? So we are going to come here. After this is visible and all, after this we are going to show it. Okay, so let us show this thing. After this we are going to show, after this all is done. Yeah, so here I'm going to show it. See, it is showing like this, NextJS basic and this, both of these things, it is showing perfectly. Okay, so both of these things are being shown, and it is giving me error and all because not a, it's not a big error. It's because it requires a key and all, so that's why it is giving me. So this is done. Now what? So now let us style it a bit. Okay, style it a bit. Okay. So this div will have this nodes, and it is let us have a key also here, because it was yelling at me because of that, and it will be node dot id. I think node dot id is there. Save it. And this nodes inner is there. And nodes inner hover also I need to make. So because when we are going to click it, it should be shown on the right hand side. So that is what we are making. Okay, so this is there, and see, it will show like this. And when we are going to hover over it, it will show like this, so that we can click it and it will be shown on the right hand side. So that's the basic idea is there. So we have to click it and it will show it. Okay, so that is the idea. So that is done. It is showing good, and we can add a new node also. It is showing good. Okay, but we want to show it here. So that is how you could have say this is a Evernote clone. Evernote also I use a lot of Evernote, and it is like this only. Evernote also you click, then it shows on the right. So maybe you can tell that. Okay, so this one more thing is there. So this get nodes should be called here also. Whenever I'm going to add a new node, it should call that get node. So that get node is a very important function. Get nodes. It is also, it is calling in the component did mount pay also, and it is calling here also. So I will save it, and it will be done. Means it will be anyways, it will be done. So that is, now we want to show a particular node on the right. So on the right we want to show some particular node. So let us do that, and for that we need the ID and all those things are required. Okay, so we want to show once we click on that node. Okay, so for that, okay, okay, so back in the nodes operation, we'll have a get single node. So we need to have something like a get single node, which will be like which will be actually passed down. Okay, so it needed to be not here, but it needed to be in the index actually. Okay, get single node needed to be in the index, not here. So anyways, it will be passed down, but passed on as a props. So what I'm going to do here, on click, so this is something which is known as method as props in React. So we are going to pass the data from the child component to a parent component. So this is something different. Okay, so this key node ID is there. So we are going to have this thing on click get single node. What is this get single node, in which I'm passing a node.id? So this get single node is there. It is actually, it will come as a prop. So it will come as a prop here. Come as a prop, get single node, save it, and now we will go back here, and here in the index.js we'll have this. After this home, we'll have a const id comma set id equal to use state of null is there. Okay, then const get single node is there equal to id will be passed, like this, and then it will be set id is id. Okay, set id is id. Now okay, so now this is done. Now in the nodes, where will this id be called? So this id we are going to give it here. So this is how from the child component it is coming back to the parent component. So this id is coming like this. Okay, so unused use state. Okay, so anyways, I always forget to do this use state. So this will come whenever we click, this will come. Okay, so that is done. Now what we are going to do, so we are going to have another component. So that component will be called as node details. So whenever I click on it, so what is happening from the child component is going to the index component, and from the index means the home page. Then it will go to another thing known as a nodes detail. So let us make that also here. That is our other component. So it is known as node details dot js, and again RAFCE, remove react, save it. Here it will be called from here. Okay, so it will be called from the main. So let me close this, and instead of this right, we are going to call this node detail. I'm going to call, so node detail will be called from here, and in this, see, I'm getting it from here. When I'm clicking here, I'm getting this ID set. I'm getting this ID set, and this is ID set. And then after that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass this ID here. ID equal to ID. Let us have this capital like this, so that we can differentiate it. So ID equal to ID is like this, and then in the node details we are going to have use this ID, and all these things we are going to do. Okay, so let us go back to the nodes detail, and now it's all the nodes detail which we are going to work. Okay, so again in the nodes detail we'll have this all these things like database and all, and let's see if we require some of those things. So this all things we are going to have. Okay, then we are going to get the ID here. So let me have this ID here. ID, we are going to get it here. Okay, so here also we are going to get a single node. Okay, so single node from the ID, single node from the ID we can get it here. Okay, so how to get that? So there is something known as this not get docs, this is get doc. So there is something known as get doc also, and we don't need this much here. We need something known as doc. So this is a different set of thing, in which what happened, I will have to give the ID and I can get it. This is all. See, Firebase 9, what happened with Firebase 9, a lot of the queries are already made for us. So we are giving this ID and getting this back. Okay, so we are going to have this now we are going to have a function like it will be like const get single node, which will get the ID, and then the doc is database and nodes and ID we have to do, and like this get doc of a single node, and then we are going to get it back. Okay, so then again we need to have a use effect here, and a use effect we are going to have, because in the use effect only we are going to get this use effect from React, save it. Okay, and nodes detail has been shown. It means I'm getting something back, and I'm getting something back. Okay, okay, it is giving me an error. Data.data is not a function. Okay, okay, so it is giving me this error because everything here is async thing. Okay, it is not like it takes time. Async is there, and we forgot to do this await. So await will be here, await will be here, so await will be here. Now it should come. Let me see. Now see, again I will go here and I will click on something and see all the data has been coming. The node title and all these things are coming, and we are getting the correct data. Again we are getting the correct data. So this is the thing which is implemented. Now just we have to show this thing. Okay, so it is an object which we are getting back. So let us have that thing. So again, I don't want this much big because we don't need it. Okay, so this is there, and this object is there, and then this user state will be there. Save it, and then we just have to, instead of this console log, we have to set it to the set single node. Set single node we are going to do, and we are going to it is going to be saved. Okay, so now we just have to show it in the UI. So let us show it back, show it in our UI. So inside this node detail, we are going to show it. Okay, someone is asking something. It's okay. If I'm going to do, and so see, all of these things have been shown. So single note and title and all of these things are shown perfectly. So the moment I click on it, or the moment I click on this, this will be shown. So this is all perfectly being shown. So that has been perfectly been shown. So now what? So now we need to show something. Even when it gets load, I want something to be shown. Okay, so something to be shown by default. Is by default it doesn't come. If I go here, see, it doesn't come. So I have to click something, then only it shows. But I want to show actually the first thing, actually only the first thing. Okay, so let us do that. Okay, so we are going to have another thing which is known as a get single node. Okay, get single node we are going to do so that it can be shown here. So get single node is something which I needed. So get single node is there. I will have something known as get not single nodes, get nodes actually. Get single node is already there. So get nodes is there, and I'm going to have the same kind of thing. Okay, here also. So this will also run for the first time. So, and see, this is not running for the first time. The moment I'm changing the ID, this is running at that time. So get docs is there. So this get docs, I have not imported it. So this get docs, I have to import it. And this is something like I think we have used it here also. So exactly like the same thing, get docs and set single note we are doing. And we are using this 0 like this here so that it can be shown. Okay, so after this, what is there? Okay, so let me save it, and db instance is not defined. It is showing me that db instance is not defined because we have to do the db instance also. Db instance, let us do that, save it. Collection is not defined. Now it is showing me because collection we have to import. So collection we have to import. Now what error is coming? Now see, by default it will come. By default it will show the latest one. So I have not done anything. By default it will show the first one. Then I can click anywhere and it will change. So this is how it is working. So now the next thing which we are going to do, which means the last thing which we are going to do, and we are already over time. So let me give the attendance sheet also. Those who are here, it's very good. Because today we missed something. We all know means there was some issue there. So it's very nice you are here. So mark your attendance here. So we'll overshoot a bit, but we need to complete it because it's a very important thing to be completed. Okay, so that is there. Yeah, this you are asking something. This layout equal to fill, this thing I have shown in yesterday's class. So you can Prakhar, you can see that thing. Yesterday's class, this image component was been shown. So layout equal to fill, you have to give something in that. Okay, so it will be great if you do that, if you do yesterday's. Okay, so now what we are remaining, so the remaining thing is there, like the delete functionality and the edit functionalities are remaining. So let us do that quickly. So for that we are going to come here again, and here we are going to have one more thing. Okay, let us have all those things. So here I'm going to have this is edit node title and node delete, because we are going to have the functionality by which we can edit it from here also. So this all these things we are going to have, and then what we are going to have here inside this, Inside this, we are going to have a lot of things. We are going to have something like this notes operation, where we have this input box and this text area in which we were able to take this thing, but that will only show when the edit button is been hit. So what does that mean? So that means yeah. Okay. So after this, we are going to have a div of, and then inside this we'll have a button, and inside this button we'll have actually two buttons here. So let us have those two buttons. And this div we'll have two buttons. One is class name edit button, and one is the delete button. And the delete button will open this delete node. Okay, delete node will be open, and this will open this get edit data. See, we are doing it like this because we want to pass something like this id. So edit button and delete button, we have to give some styles for that, edit button and delete button. So let me give that styles for this in the notepad module. Did we selected this notepad module? No, we didn't selected it, but this will be one of the last thing. And so I'll come here, and this notepad module I'll do, and see, one of them will call this edit button function and get edit data, and one of them will call this node data. Okay, so we have to create both of those function. So let us create both of those function. Okay, so after this we'll have this, and okay, get edit data, and okay, so this get edit data, let us have it here. Get edit data will be like this. Okay, set it as edit equal to true. Set it as edit is a function which it will set it as true. Let me save this. Set it as edit is true, and set node title and node description is single node dot node title. So single node we already have, single node dot node title and single node. So the boxes will already be filled. Whatever boxes we are going to have right now, it will be already filled here. And if I save it, this delete thing will cause some issue. So let me first make this const delete node equal to, it will take the id, and it will be like this. Okay, so now we are going to show this whole node operation again. This whole node operation will be shown again, especially the thing like your, it will be after this div we'll have something like is edit, and it's better to show this and then I will show like this, and then is inside this we will have, where am I? Okay, we don't have that thing. Okay, so I'll have this. Okay, so this input container we have, and input, and what is this react quill and all. Okay, 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 it is much better to have this as text area, and it is all okay. So this input, I think I have already taken for this input. Did I took for this input, but I didn't took for this text area. I think I have taken for this text area also. It is okay. Okay, if it asks, I will take later on. So if I save, anyways, a lot of issues will come because this edit node is also there. So I'm just entering this set node is all these things, the value will be taken from there, and it will already be updated. The moment it will get edit data, it will be updated. So this delete node is there something, and which this edit node is there, which I have to create now, okay, this edit node function, because I'm going to save it on when I will do this update node, this will be saved. Okay, so this edit node will also be there, and it will be also like this, const edit node equal to id, and like this, save it. So see, edit and these things are coming. So when this will be shown, the moment I hit this edit button, this get edit data has been called, and it will also set this set single node, and set single node dot node title and node description. It is doing this, and this is actually this set node title and set description is there. Set node title and set description is there in this, and what it happens, it will set it here. So the moment I click on edit, see, whatever I done, it has been here, it is coming here. And now if I hit this update button, actually now nothing will happen because I have not created this edit node thing. So let us do this edit node thing and see, it is there. I think I made a mistake. Let us fix that mistake. So this edit node thing we have to do now, and then the delete node thing is something which is remaining. So edit node, we are getting the ID back, and then we have to actually, let me complete both of them because we are already a bit late. So this edit node ID is coming, collection by ID. I'm getting a doc, then I'm using this update doc. Did I use it? Update doc. So see, again, all these things are inbuilt in your Firebase. So this update doc I have to do, and then after this, where am I? This delete doc also I have to do. So this delete doc also I have to do, and if I miss something, it will anyways give me error. So this update doc, I have to give this node title. I'm using node title, and then I am actually doing a reload so that it is refreshed. Okay, so this is done, and delete node is very easy, just you have to do it like this. So this is done. Okay, let me refresh it once. Now I will click, this one is, I did this thing, and LEARN, and let me click the update and see, it is done. Update is done. And JavaScript basics, I'll go here and delete it, and it is deleted. So everything is working. So we have done the complete thing. So we have done actually the complete why it is showing like this, it's okay. So a bit of issue will be there, and maybe the text area and something I have to do. Okay, it's okay, no problem. The text area is overwriting and all. So that is there, and we have completed this thing. We created a lot of things here, CSS basics, and you can update it, and you can, if you style this will be completely Evernote clone only. Okay, so Evernote, let's learn about CSS. Okay, so everything is happening, and see, it is coming there. New thing has been added here, and all these things is there. And if I refresh it, CSS basic and everything is coming. Edit, delete, update, all CRUD operation is there. So this is a complete CRUD operation project. Hope you all liked this whole project, and it was really a very big project. Hope you liked it, and please do subscribe to my channel if you're not done it yet. And I'm reaching 2,000 subscribers soon, and that will really help my channel to grow and all. And thank you all for always supporting me. Today we had a lot of technical issues, but all of you remain there and watched it completely. So thank you all, and next week we are again going to restart the journey, because we're going to start with the CSS basics, then JavaScript basic, and then your React basics. So those are the first three things which you are done every month on the first 3 weeks of the month, and those are the most important thing for you to become a web app developer on my channel. Those three things will be done. After that, we what is my next month plan is that after that I'm not done Redux in a quite long time. So Redux is very much important. After that, we're going to do Redux, and after that, the last week will be React Native, because a lot of requests is coming for React Native, and I'm also doing a lot of React Native on my own for some of my customers and all. So maybe I will do a React Native week, because next week one good thing is that March is a 5-week month. Okay, it is not a 4-week month, it's a 5-week month. So that will be a good way of learning. So we will start from the basics from the next week. Hope you, if you want to learn the basic, you start from there. Okay, so thank you all for being there for such a long time. Okay, bye all. Thanks.